Hello everyone, this video is a bit more of a serious one. It's 2:30 in the morning here and I've just been on Facebook and things and I have seen some pretty terrible news about Daniel from Cyndago. A lot of people will know who he is. Many of you won't. He's a YouTuber, obviously. He has sadly passed away from an apparent suicide. So yeah, I just wanted to sort of make a video to, you know, my greatest sympathies to all of his family and everyone that knew him. I know this must be an exceptionally difficult time. I didn't know whether to make this video or not because I didn't want it to seem like I was, trying to get views off such a terrible event. But I thought, I thought I should. I personally have suffered through quite a few attempted suicides in my life. The first one when I was barely 8 years old, and again several times up until sort of round about when I was sort of 16, 17, when things started to get a bit better. The terrible thing about depression and feeling suicidal is that people don't realise. You don't want people to know, and that's the worst thing, is that people should realise that they need help. I didn't, and I struggled through it. I'd been suffering from depression since a very young age. I went to see specialist doctors and all sorts of things when I was just a really young boy. I used to have time out of school to go and see them, and there's a file of all these things that I drew and wrote when I was there. There's one picture which has a picture of me, and at the bottom it says, "When I'm crying it feels like I'm crying blood." It's an awful thing, depression, and unfortunately a lot of people can't make it through, and a lot of people do take that final step and do take their own lives, and nobody should have to suffer through that. So yeah, basically, if anyone who ever watches this ever feels depressed about anything, ever feels like they don't want to live anymore, please don't listen to that voice in your head. Don't, just don't do it. Just don't take that step, because you are more important than you realise. There are so many people who love and care for you, and at the darkest times it may not seem like it. It may seem like everyone's abandoned you, but they haven't. People don't realise. You may think, if you've never suffered depression, you may think, oh well, I would notice it, but you don't. We don't want people to realise when we're suffering. So we put on a brave face, we smile, we laugh, we act as if everything was fine, but really it's not. So yeah, again, my greatest sympathies to his family and everyone who knew him and is affected by this, and yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, bye bye.